Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now I'm gonna equip a normal weapon, because I'm gonna have some fights, and if the lightning from Claw of Beliar last hits, it will kill these guys.
Hey!
And I don't want them dead.
What are you doing here?
That is truly the stupidest question I've heard in a long time.
No idea, you tell me.
I can't tell anything from that idiotic face you're making. That's why I have to ask.
Your mouth's too big for my taste. It's time somebody shut it for you.
I couldn't get away with that.
And now for the fun part.
Hang on!
Shit! Watch out! That hurt.
What you waiting for?
Finish him!
Show him!
Finish him!
Bury that!
That hurt. Finish him! That hit the spot.
He simply needs to.
Do you have anything to drink?
I assume that it's not water you want.
No, damn it. I need something alcoholic so I can finally get rid of these damned headaches. When I haven't had anything to drink for a while, my skull feels like it's gonna explode at any moment.
Well, we'll see the next time.
Here, take this.
Be so sure. I'm staying out of it.
That was
That hit the spot. So, now I can think clearly
I
again.
could tell you.
What can I do for you?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Step in and sort things
What are you doing here anyway?
I don't have any idea what we're doing here or when it'll start. And I don't care as long as I have enough to drink.
Do you know where the dragons are then?
Tell
What's
you.
in it for me if I tell you?
Where did you pick that up then?
He really should have known.
I've still got a bottle of gin.
I'd fight every dragon in the world for a fine vintage. Agreed. Give me the
Couldn't
bottle.
care less.
I'll keep that for a rainy day.
He really said
Get
that.
that from me.
All right now, where are those
No
dragons?
time for things
Naturally, I can't tell you anything
Never would have thought
precise,
of that himself.
but I've heard that there are supposed to be 4 dragons. We've seen a
couldn't
red
care less.
glow over the highest mountain at
All
night.
that matters
I
is
swear by my mother, if you're looking for a dragon, then you'll definitely find one there.
like that. Same old thing all over again.
I'd have gone about it differently.
All right now, where are those dragons?
Naturally,
no
I
big
can't
deal.
tell you anything precise. I
I'm
swear
not telling you anything new.
Really?
I'm looking for someone who can teach me something.
I could teach you a few
What does
things.
he know
I'm the
about
best
duty?
fighter for miles
Don't
around.
tell me you
Since
didn't
we're
know that.
friends,
Of course we got
I'll
him in
give
the
you
end.
a special price. 300 gold
I've got
pieces.
no time for things like that.
Oh, that's too expensive for me.
Too expensive? That's less than anyone else in my place
I
would
could tell
charge.
you.
Think about it.
All that matters is strength.
Got my own opinion about
Tell you
that.
that.
Here's something to drink for you.
That will never change.
That was obvious all along.
I've heard a thing or two.
I'm feeling a lot better. I'm ready for
You don't have
anything.
to tell me that.
Do you really believe
Where
that?
did you pick that up then?
I'm staying out of it.
I see you've joined the dragon hunters.
I followed Silvio into the Valley of Mines because I know my way around here best. Wanted to get a clear picture of the situation. I'll tell you what, something's definitely brewing here.
I couldn't get
I've
away
never
with
seen so many orcs in one place in all my life.
will learn
It wouldn't
anything
surprise
from
me
that.
if Garand and the paladins in the castle had all fled or been slain by
that. Who
now.
wants to know?
I never knew that.
You really didn't deserve that.
What are your plans now?
I'll follow the boys here to the Valley of Mines first, and then take off later. I really have to find out what the orcs are planning.
Anything's possible.
He simply needs to practice more.
I'll see you around.
Look out for yourselves.
Quite obvious.
Same old thing all over again.
What are you hoping to find here in the Valley of Mines?
Gold and honor. What else? When I'm finished with the dragon, I'll be swimming in gold. Enough to spend the rest of my life frequenting every tavern and cat house in the country.
His decision, wasn't it?
Don't say
Either that, or you'll be dead.
So what? That's
Can't
part of
rely
it.
on that.
If you want to get rich, you gotta take a few risks.
it was just like you said.
How would you like to work for me from now on?
Known better.
Why not? What are you
I've
paying?
heard a thing or two.
So he can follow you in the Valley of Mines and can be a helpful companion.
He really didn't deserve that.
I used to say that myself.
Well, I'll pay you 100 gold coins for now.
All right, then. It's a start anyway. Go
Couldn't
ahead.
get away with
I'll
that.
follow you.
Now there's one cool thing you can do with this guy if you want him to follow you. He has a very bad weapon,
Better.
and you can beat him, drop your best weapon, then when he gets up, he will take that best weapon from the ground and equip it. That way he'll be much better in combat when he follows you.
I couldn't get away with that.
This is where our collaboration should end, I think.
Suit yourself. I can think of better things too.
He know about
So
you.
long.
I don't need him as a paladin, but I may take him with me as a mage. We'll see.
Hey, come over here.
What do you want?
This valley's a dangerous place, and without the right equipment, you'll find yourself dead in no time.
I assume that you've got the right equipment.
You guessed it. I might even sell it to you.
What can you offer me? Do you sell information as well?
That depends. If the price is right, I'll tell you everything I know.
How much do you charge?
Hard to say. But I think that 50 gold pieces for every piece of information I give you sounds about right.
I need some information.
50 gold pieces.
That's too expensive for me. I need... Yes, here. Now tell me. Tell me about the orcs.
The orcs haven't been here long. At least those orcs in front of the castle, that is. But I'm wondering about how well they're organized. Orcs usually attack blindly, no matter what. These orcs are biding their time. They're waiting, but we don't know for what.
I need...
50.
Yeah, now tell me about the castle.
It lies pretty much in the center of the Valley of Mines. Back when the valley was still a prison, the ore barons controlled the entire ore trade from there.
I need... Tell me about the Valley of Mines.
The Valley of Mines of Khorinis is known all over the country for its magic ore. These mountains are the only place where the magic ore can be found. A weapon forged from this ore is virtually unbreakable and will cut through the strongest armor. Until a few weeks ago, the entire valley was surrounded by a magic barrier. It was impenetrable, and nobody could get out.
Yeah, now tell me about the dragons.
Dragons are ancient, incredibly powerful creatures. Once there were thousands of them living all over the world. It's been over 100 years, though, since any of them were seen. Their blood is as hot as boiling oil. If they look into your eyes, your heart will turn to stone, so I've heard.
Huh. What?
Where do you come from?
We come from, the city.
I never saw you in town before.
I can't stand people who stick their noses into things that don't concern them, understand?
Nope.
Then I'll have to beat it into you.
And now, show him. Yeah, let him have it.
What you waiting for?
Let him have it.
Don't take
that.
any crap.
Hurt. Show him.
Hurry that shit!
Watch out! That hurt!
Don't take any crap!
Finish
Show
him!
Don't take
that.
any crap!
That hurt!
Bury that! That hurt!
What you waiting for?
Watch out!
Show who's
That
boss!
Show him.
Attaboy.
Watch out! That hurt! That hit the spot!
Hey, you. Guys like you should watch where they're going.
What are you trying to tell me?
I mean that the air out here isn't good for your health. And the place is just swarming with orcs and monsters. Not to mention the dragons. It's just a well-intentioned warning. You should have known better. I could have told you that before.
You really should have known better.
That's nothing new.
Hey,
What does he know about duty?
can you tell me anything I don't know already?
I can give you a good piece of advice, and it's even free.
Secret.
We can't use anyone here who faints dead away at the slightest dragon fart. Go home. This is a job for real men.
Things would have turned out different.
Are you the boss here?
Do I look like it? Certainly not. We don't need any self-important jerk ordering us around.
Couldn't care less.
When Silvio tried to act like he was the boss, we showed him and his buddies what we thought of that. There was a brawl. In the end,
Things would have turned
they
out
left on their own.
differently if it hadn't
I hope Silvio wound up in a soup kettle of some orc.
So, you want to kill dragons?
Smart ass. So, do you know how to bring down a dragon? Do you think the beast will just sit there quietly while you chop off its head? Something like that takes good planning and decisive action.
I see. And how are you gonna go about that?
simply
First, we'll
practice.
scout out where we can find the beasts. Only then will we think about the best way to attack.
Tell me that isn't true.
I think you won't even find a blind sheep.
What? Do you want me to push in your stupid face?
Can't rely on that.
Don't stop now! Shit, that hurt. Shit, that hurt. Parry then! Parry then! Shit, that hurt. Finish him! Parry then! Finish him! Watch out! Watch out! Finish him! Watch out! Shit, that hurt. Shit, that hurt. Don't stop now! Parry then! Shit, that hurt. Watch out! Don't stop now! Shit, that hurt. That hit the spot.
They all ran
Don't
like
say you
rabbits.
didn't know
I was
that.
completely alone.
Hey, you!
All right. You're the better fighter. What do you want?
This guy tells you more about his past when you are a dragon hunter.
What are you doing here?
We heard about the dragon hunt, so we packed up our stuff and came here. But to be honest, I don't give a shit about dragons. I just want a bit of gold. Dragons have gold, don't they?
Certainly. What do you know about the dragons?
I only know the stories they tell the children. You know, virgins, gold, fire breathing, that kind of thing.
Where are you planning to go from here?
No idea. We're still thinking about it.
What about the orcs?
The whole castle is surrounded. There aren't any gaps. Trying to sneak through there is insane. If you try to fight, you're a dead man. Nobody gets through there.
Ah, really? Hey!
Nobody ever asked for
All right, you win. What do you want?
He really should have known better.
I want to get his dialogue about the orcs quickly.
Hey! Have you seen a dragon yet?
Not so far.
Who said that?
But the beast can't hide forever.
I couldn't get away with that.
Are you the boss here?
Do I look like it? Certain. When still there was a.
So, how are you gonna get past the orcs?
We'll worry about those details later.
That will never change.
I'd love to watch you do that, but I've got to be on my way.
Get yourself back over the pass. Otherwise, you may end up missing a limb or two.
I wouldn't have done that.
So yeah, that's about it.
You really didn't say you didn't know that.
Now let's check what is our hunter friend doing.
Hey, you! What can you teach me?
I'll have to disappoint you there. You already...
Have you seen anyone come by here?
Yeah, there's been some mighty funny fellas running around here lately. They strut about in spiffed up armor and act all important.
What do those funny fellows want here?
They asked me about provisions and equipment. Man, I barely got enough for myself. They were going on about killing dragons and such. Lord knows where those boys came from, but they didn't look particularly trustworthy.
Are you alone here at the moment?
Yeah, my buddy Ingram is up and left. Yesterday he said he was having a vision, someone speaking to him very softly. Well, I didn't hear a thing. I just thought to myself, he's gone off the deep end, and then he was suddenly gone. I have no idea where he went. If you should see Ingram anywhere, tell him he still owes me a lurker skin, the bastard.
But I was under the impression that he didn't even want to leave here until the orcs are gone.
Like I said, something's wrong with him.
Now, in the Paladin playthrough, you don't find out what actually happened to him, but as a mage, you find out that he was possessed by Seekers. And Seekers told him to go to this Paladin here. Now, in the Paladin playthrough, he's dead. In the Mage playthrough, he's alive. And there's the Lurker skin that he owns to Talbin. You can even see that the name Talbin's been branded on the inside.
How are things?
Dragon hunters. They should have sent us paladins.
How's the situation?
Thank you for your help. Unos will give us the strength to stand firm.
Hey! How are things?
Dragon hunters. They should have sent us
What do you know about this valley?
In the east, the orcs have built a huge protective wall to protect their supplies, I suppose. Behind the wall, there's a place where they can dock their ships. I hope the orcs don't get their supplies too quickly. What we have to deal with now is enough for me.
Who's in command here?
Garand is the commander of the castle. You can't exactly envy him his job.
So as a mage, you have a side quest to deal with all the people who are possessed. And this guy here, Engram, is one of them.
You're in for it now.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to plunder.
Trying to pick another fight with me, are you? Trying to pick another fight? Get out of my sight.
Hey, you!
Just leave me alone, you bum.
Leave while you're
What are you gawking at like an idiot?
Hey, you!
Beat it!
I love how friendly they are.
Hey!
Are you looking for trouble?
Beat it!
Get out of my... You're in for it now.
Nothing to be had there.
You're in for it now.
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there.
New type of enemy. Lizardmen. Aggroing one will aggro all of them. So YOLO. This way I can separate them easily. So what you want to do is run away. And then when they stop chasing you, you want to stop for a second just to have some of them to continue to follow you. Oh wow, these lizardmen are confused. So again, lure them away. And now when they stop, you just stop for a second to only lure one of them.
Nothing to be had there.
This same trick works on orcs, on humans. And the lizard men basically have a orc AI, orc moveset. They fight the same way.
Nothing there.
With the help of Enos, we shall keep the evil creatures away from here. We shall stand firm here as long as Enos holds his light over us.
Hey, you! How's your work?
You know, this rock is damn stubborn. Almost like it was trying to prevent us from taking the ore.
Those guys are eating on someone. Or something. What is it? A goblin. Awesome, one more level for the weapon. This cave is empty now, but it will have new people inside it at some point later. And the new people are the dragon hunters that I met next to the pass to Khorinis.
Hey, you! I found your buddy Engrom.
Yeah? Where is he?
He's dead. Here, I found this lurker skin on him.
Buying us. I need to get out of here even if it kills me. Now or never.
chance and believe everything you hear.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Another one of those things. Yeah, that's how you deal with those things.
Where will you go?
Take me across the pass, please.
All right.
Thank you. And when you cross, I'll simply follow you.
He said he will follow me, but the game just puts him here, where Lester waited for me.
The pass wasn't all that bad, was it?
Thanks for rescuing me. Here, I found this raw stone on the pass. I think it may be of use to you. I assume it's a piece of ore. May Enos protect you.
And now he will go to Akil's farm. Now, since I'm here, I could quickly go back to town. Because there are 2 new quests here in chapter 4. I could always do them later, but since I'm here, let's do it right away.
You don't say. I can't take it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hey, you! You've got an orc problem.
Damn it, doesn't the stress ever end? If this goes on, my farm won't be worth 3 gold coins.
Any news?
The number of orcs in the area has gone up drastically. You paladins will finish them off, won't you? Unfortunately, the militia found my still. I just hope they won't catch me.
The militia can't be relied on.
Lately, it's gotten a lot more dangerous out here, and the field raiders are becoming a real plague.
How are you?
A little better already, thanks to you.
Hey, you! Well, don't get all worked up.
Beat it!
That is a lot of orcs. Could always use the storm, the fire rain. But I love melee, so I'm gonna do it like this. Come on, guys, you can do it. Some of you can do it, come on. There we go. Okay, he got separated. Amazing. Now this guy drops a very cool ring.
Nothing there.
It's a ring that lowers your strength. So, check this out. My strength is 85. With the ring, it's 65. And I can already hear you ask, will this lower the learning point cost from the trainers? No. No, it won't. And I'll show you in a bit.
Nothing there. I got rid of the orcs on your land.
Don't let anyone say that the paladins don't do anything for us small farmers. Thanking us, I can't give you much, but I hope you'll appreciate my gesture of gratitude.
Watch out for your farm.
I'll try.
Wait a minute.
Any news?
The number of orcs in the area has gone up drastically. You paladins will finish them off, won't you? Unfortunately, the militia found my...
Now let's see, I should be able to ask paladins about the Orc Ring, about Orcish warlords.
I used to say that myself.
I want to become stronger.
So my strength cost is 15 learning points for 5. Let's see, will this ring lower my strength cost?
I want to become stronger.
No, it doesn't. It's still 15. Even though the strength at the moment is lower than 60.
The orcs are planning a major offensive.
Indeed. Well, that's very interesting. And how can you claim to know this?
Some of their leaders are haunting this area.
That doesn't sound like a typical orc strategy.
What does that mean?
If what you say is right, that means that they hope to weaken us from the inside by attacking with their best warriors. Usually there is one warlord leading each horde of orc fighters. You rarely see 2 or more of them together. They do this for a reason. Their leaders form the core of their attack strategy and are usually surrounded by the orc warriors. Thus, it is really hard to get close to any of them without having to fight your way through a horde of at least 30 warriors.
What should we do now?
When they are seen in numbers like this, they usually form a raiding patrol led by the highest among them. This highest warlord establishes the headquarters and withdraws to some cave from where he sends his troops into battle. If we could get hold of this leader, it would give us a decisive advantage. An orc leader usually likes to hang out in the vicinity of his enemies. It would be advisable to look for his cave somewhere not too far from the city. Some orcs have been spotted near Lobart's farm. Maybe that's where you should begin your search.
The orcs' elite warriors are attacking the land.
Nonsense. My people have not reported a massive invasion of orcs so far. Perhaps some of their scouts got lost in the nearby woods.
Those were no scouts. I took this ring from one of them.
Show me. That is certainly disturbing. That is a sign of their strength, so the orcs have left their palisades and are fighting on the open field.
I haven't seen a whole lot so far. Mainly they're warlords and only a few fighters.
So, Then they must be plotting something else. That is rather unlike orcs, that their leaders should leave their protective palisades by themselves. It would be a good opportunity, however, to deliver them a telling blow. If they lose their leaders, their morale will sink as well. You have a new assignment, Knight. Go and kill the orc leaders you can find here in the area. Bring me their rings. That will be a tough blow to the orcs.
I'm not gonna do this one now. I'm gonna go back to Valley of Mines. But there's one more thing I want to do.
Was pleased with what had arisen.
First, I can train my two-handed skills.
Let's begin with the training.
These are bad times. That's what
Now this guy will actually talk to you.
Hey!
Kraknar! Master say you paladin now. Master right. Master always right. Us leaders of proud orc army now come ourselves for killing great paladin. Hagen and his men be wiped out. Even you no can help them.
Hey!
Haven't you done enough that?
I don't have any time.
And there's Talbin.
Everything all right?
Yeah, thank you. Just go now. I'll be okay.
Did anything else happen?
The orcs have shown up everywhere. Someone even mentioned their headquarters. Ask the farmer Lobart about that.
Hey! Everything still fine with you?
We can manage. I just wonder how much longer we're gonna have to endure these devils in black. I can't stand it anymore. They sneak around the house making those funny noises.
Now in chapter 4, this guy has a new quest.
Are you crazy?
Really down and out. Ever since I stopped drinking, the deprivation is killing me. I really need help. There is a remedy that should help. Sagita, the old herb witch, used to prepare it for me, but I don't think I can make it there anymore with all those orcs around.
Are you crazy?
Really down and there is a Sagita.
First, let's go to the pass, because at the pass there is this guy.
Master say, Orc leaders, bring head of great paladin. You now die by my hand. Kroknar!
Hey, you!
Nothing amazes me, it doesn't see that. I can't help it. And there's more.
Now in chapter 4, this farm is more empty. Some mercenaries became dragon hunters and left.
Can I have some more of your stew?
I've got nothing left. Come back later.
I've got no time for things like that.
Hey! There seem to be some mercenaries missing here.
Sure, that's true. Silvio is miles away and he took half the crew with him. Who cares? I've got a better chance of becoming someone with Lee's boys. All I need's a chance. If I could bring proof that I'm a real tough guy, maybe I could even become one of Lee's bodyguards.
That's no secret.
Tough guy? You?
Aw, come on, shut up. Who are you anyway? Some puffed up nitwit from the city. You dorks got nothing going for you. Now that I think about it, splitting your skull is exactly what would get me a lot of respect with Lee's boys.
You just have to listen.
Okay, just try it.
Ooh, I can't wait.
I don't want to kill him, so...
You don't have to ask me that. You just have to listen.
If he doesn't see that.
Let's wait and see what happens.
I couldn't care less.
That's not what I heard.
Some problems solve themselves. I could have told you that before.
I couldn't get away with that.
Do you really believe that?
I wouldn't have done that. Let's wait and see what happens.
You just have to listen.
I'm no better off myself.
That's nothing new. You don't have to ask me that.
Well, we'll see the next time. Alright, I know Lee won't exactly be thrilled if I get into it again with you. I don't want to make any enemies here, so let's forget the nonsense, okay?
I don't want to hear that.
I used to say that myself.
That's not what I heard.
That'll only cause more trouble. You already know what I think.
What wares do you have to offer?
Tell me what you want.
King Sorrel, I'll take it.
Heal me.
Let me see. My ointment will take care of the worst of your wounds.
Randolph has withdrawal symptoms.
When is that fellow ever going to learn? I'm going to give him a remedy. That will see him through the next couple of days. That comes to 300 gold coins then.
Here's your money.
Very good. You can always get the money back from him.
Healing of addiction. Let's try it. And now back to the city.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
I've got some honey tobacco for you.
It is a great pleasure doing business with you.
Can you make me a prophecy?
Yes, time has progressed, and I shall give you a prophecy in return for a few coins.
How much?
For a paltry 500 coins. I shall risk a glance through time for you.
Tell me about the future.
All right, son of knowledge. I shall now enter a state of trance. Are you ready? The place of knowledge. Another country. A dark place far away. Brave companions. You shall make your choice. A temple lies lonely in the realm of Adanos, hidden in the fog. That's all. There's nothing more I can see.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis.
These are bad times.
Now, some of these quests that I did now, for Randolph, for Lobart, You can always do them later, after you're done with the Valley of Mines. But since I came here with Talbin, I decided to do them now.
Here, this'll ease your withdrawal symptoms.
Oh, thanks, man. Now I'll rest easy again. How can I ever repay you for this? I guess these few coins can only serve to save my face. But that's all, I'm afraid.
Are you crazy?
I'm still a bit wobbly on my legs, but apart from that, I'm better.
And now, back to the Valley of Mines we go. When I come back later, I'll talk to the rest of the guys, explore Khorinis again to see what things have spawned, find the orcish warlords. Now I'm curious, are these guys still here? They are. Okay, now. Let's see the castle.
It's good that you've come. All hell is breaking loose here.
What happened?
The dragon hunters are strutting around here in the castle and bragging that they can solve the dragon problem. But I'll tell you what, the way they look, they won't even kill a sick old snapper. A lot of us are getting really worried by now and no longer truly believe that we'll ever make it out of here alive.
Weren't there two of you sentinels up here?
Not anymore. Sengrath stood here on the battlements when suddenly he fell asleep. His good crossbow fell down when that happened. We could only just see one of the orcs snatch it up and disappear with it into the darkness. Sengrath woke up then and just ran into the night towards the orc palisades. He hasn't come back since. In us, be with us.
I want to learn from you.
Okay, fire away.
How are things?
Dragon hunters. They should have sent us Do
you have any news?
The dragon hunters have arrived. They strike me as tough bastards, and I hope they are, because otherwise they won't survive for long.
Show me your wares. You're pulling such a long face.
Oh, damn it to hell. I tell you, you have to watch like a hawk. If you turn your back for a moment, all your stuff is gone. Dirty scum.
That's not what I heard.
What scum?
Those dragon-hunting riffraff, of course. Who do you think I was talking about? You gotta watch out, I tell you.
Did someone steal from you?
No. They smuggled 20 gold pieces into my pocket. Of course they stole something, you idiot. I tell you, when I get my hands on the dirty swine.
So what are you missing?
My purse, with all my savings in it. And now it's gone.
It'll turn up somewhere.
When I get my hands on him.
So his purse is right here.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Hey! What are you doing here?
I'm getting ready to fight. What else?
Who do you want to fight against?
I thought I'd drop in on the paladins and kick their fat asses. Idiot. Against the dragons, of course. What did you think?
Don't the paladins mind you being here?
Nonsense. They have entirely different problems. Most of them are glad to be still alive. The boys' morale isn't the best. That will be their downfall. I mean, just look at those nicked blades they're fixing to go into battle with. Any reasonable warrior would desert immediately.
Have you separated from your group?
My group? I don't have a group. I'm a trophy collector. If I go home without a trophy, then I won't know what I came for. So I can't use anybody else.
Have you set eyes on a dragon yet?
No. I want to get my weapons in shape before I set off.
Aren't you afraid that somebody might beat you to it?
What? Who? Silvio? Have you seen the pathetic figures he's got with him? Silvio can be glad if he gets out of here alive.
Silvio was here?
Here in the castle, you mean? Yeah, he was. But only for a short time. He chatted with a few people here and then set out again.
So where is Silvio now?
The paladins here mentioned an ice dragon in the west. It's supposed to be the most dangerous and powerful of them all. You should have seen the gleam in Silvio's eye when he heard that. One guess where he went.
You don't seem to like him.
What do you mean, like? I'm not particularly proud that I know him. Silvio doesn't have any friends. He needs people who follow him no matter what. That's not for me. I work alone.
Can you help me improve my weapons?
Improve? Better to buy something new and throw away the junk you're carrying around. Maybe I've got something for you. Interested?
What can you sell me?
Man, look at how low I've sunk. Now I'm even selling my weapons to a paladin.
This is the best two-hander weapon in the game. When it comes to pure physical damage.
It was a really stupid idea to come here. I thought there was something to be had here. But there's nothing here but a few arrogant paladins and orcs.
Opinion about that.
You forgot about the dragons.
How could I forget? I'll tell you what, I'm a blacksmith, not a warrior. Look, I make weapons. The fighting I leave to others.
Then why aren't you standing behind an anvil?
The paladins here won't let me into the smithy. I can't make anything unless I want to wind up in the dungeon. You're one of them too. So how about putting in a good word for me, huh?
You listen to the wrong people.
What's in it for me if I help you?
I don't have anything. At the most, I could teach you something.
I'll try to help you.
How will you manage that? Parsifal has ordered a watch kept on us. No one would dare to disregard it.
I'll do whatever I can.
I can't imagine that he would listen to you.
Where do you come from?
I've joined up with some men from the mountains. We were headed for the valley to make a real profit hunting dragons. Their leader went by the name of Silvio. Boy, what an ass. He treated me like I was his property.
What happened in the castle?
Nothing that I've heard. Of course, I'm worried about what's happened outside the castle.
That was obvious all along.
I'm not touching that.
Where do you come from?
From the mainland. My people and I fled here. The situation there is getting worse. The orcs leave nothing but burned-out villages behind. The king has lost control of his realm. You paladins have failed, if you ask me.
Where are your people now?
I left them.
They thought they could take everything they wanted, even if it doesn't belong to them. Count me out.
What else do you know about the war?
You haven't been to see your king in a long time, huh? The orcs are outside the capital. But whether it's fallen yet, I don't know. The last thing I heard was that the king is dead. But I don't believe that.
What are you doing here in the castle?
I heard about the dragons and wanted to help fight them. Unfortunately, I lost my sword when I was sneaking past the orcs.
Is it really true?
And now I'm stuck here. Without a sword, I can't get out of here. And the swords I can buy here are the worst junk.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
What will you give me if I find you a good sword?
Alas, I can't give you anything. I spent my last gold on the sword.
He really didn't deserve that.
Put down that weapon!
That was obvious all
Smart kid.
That's the first I've heard of it.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help it.
How's business?
So-so. I hope that the dragon hunters are as full of gold as they are of hot air. How about you? Is there anything else you need?
Show me your wares.
Hey, look, a familiar face.
I hardly know what to believe.
Don't I know you? You were Korangar. You used to be a Templar in the swamp camp.
Call me Angar. I have set aside my title. The Brotherhood of the Sleeper has disbanded. Curious, but you seem somehow familiar to me. Yet I cannot quite recall you.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, I haven't been able to sleep properly for some time. These constant nightmares.
How did you get here?
After the collapse of the magic barrier, I hid myself in the mountains. It became time for me to do something. I strayed about for days until I suddenly awoke in the castle. Do not ask me what happened. I don't know. To make matters worse, I have also lost the amulet which I have had for years. I shall go mad if I do not find it again.
What will you do next?
I shall rest a while first, so that I may take up the search for my lost amulet. I have heard something of dragons.
I'm not touching that.
It is also being said that many warriors have come to the Valley of Mines to hunt them. I am thinking of joining them.
What happened to the others from the swamp camp?
The last thing I remember is that the barrier collapsed, accompanied by a nerve-shattering scream. Stricken with panicked fear, we fell to the ground, writhing in pain. That voice, it grew ever louder. And then, when it was over, they all ran mad and disappeared into the bleak night, screaming loudly. I have not seen them again.
Never thought of that himself.
Where exactly did you lose your amulet?
Somewhere in the south, shortly before I awoke here in the castle. I suspect it was stolen. I absolutely must have it back.
He would have never thought of that himself.
Maybe I can help you find your amulet.
Why not? Some help cannot hurt.
He listened to the
What about the dragon hunters?
I will speak with them later. Maybe they can use a strong arm.
When will you go?
As soon as I feel better.
But he knew that all along.
Where do you want to look?
I shall go to the south, where I was last. There is a cave tomb there surrounded by many boulders.
I've got to go.
Watch your back.
I'm not touching that.
We can only wait and see. I could hardly know what to believe anymore.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Hey! I want to become stronger. Why aren't you at work?
But that's disgusting. Have you had a look in my chamber? Those filthy meat bugs are everywhere. I have no idea who set up quarters in there before, but I'm certainly not going back into that filthy sty. I hate those beasts, and stop grinning like an idiot. I'll get you now.
Hey, you! The meat bugs are gone. You can go back to polishing your thumb screws or whatever.
Are you sure that not one of those monsters is left?
Pretty sure.
All right, then. Here, take this gold as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, don't make me cry.
Wait a minute.
Are you all right?
And are you sure those meat bugs are gone?
Look, there's one right behind you.
What? I'm out of here. I've heard a thing or two.
Who told you that? You have to feel sorry.
I've heard a thing or two.
There's been all kinds of rumors.
All quiet. Quiet? Yes. But my navel's rubbing against my backbone, man. Garan cut the food rations again. If I don't get a decent meal down my throat, then I'm going to bite Garan's fat ass.
Nobody ever asked.
Maybe I could give you something.
Are you crazy? Certainly not here. If one of the others sees, I'll have a ton of new friends, if you know what I mean. You can find me in the Magician's Temple when everyone else has retired. There's hardly anyone in the temple at this time anyway. I'll wait for you there. But just don't show up with dry bread or some raw hunk of meat, got it?
Those are all just rumors.
Maybe that would be a problem.
That's been known a long time.
I already thought as much.
It can't go on like this forever.
I'm back already.
I never thought we would see you here again. After that scene when you were here a few days ago, I welcome you into our order. Maybe your appearance is a good omen.
Can I help?
At the moment, we seem to have done everything which is possible from here. There is something, however, something very important which you could do for us outside of these walls. We are planning to cut off the serpent's head.
What do you mean by that?
We know one of their leaders. His name is Hoshpak. He is one of the most influential shaman among the orcs.
And what is my role?
Kill him.
That's a joke.
You are the only one that we can spare. All the other knights are needed here. Hoshpak's tent is situated outside of the siege circle, on a cliff to the south of here. You can almost see it from one of the windows there.
The window that he mentions is this one. And it's that cliff there. You can even see the orc tent.
Did anything important happen?
I'm worried. Very worried.
What for?
Recently, these men showed up. They call themselves dragon hunters. As far as I'm concerned, they're nothing but idlers and criminals. If it were up to me, I'd chase them all out of the castle. Let the orcs take care of them.
Don't you think you're exaggerating?
Absolutely not. In our situation, we need men who set a shining example. Warriors to wake the fire of Innos in our fighters' hearts. Instead,
These scum destroy the morale of my warriors.
You should give them a chance.
They're getting one, unfortunately. Garand is convinced they can be of help to us, but I'll keep an eye on them. We have enough problems with the orcs. We really don't need more trouble.
And apart from that?
Leave me alone.
I need to talk to you about Jan.
Jan? Who's that?
A dragon hunter. He's a blacksmith.
Oh yes, I remember. What about him?
He wants to work in the smithy.
Out of the question. He isn't one of us and I don't trust him.
Can't you reconsider the matter with Jan?
No, my decision is firm.
I still need some equipment.
We don't have much left that we could give you. Well, I can offer you this.
Elixir of Strength. Absolutely.
I'll take the Elixir of Strength.
Here, this will certainly come in useful. I wish you luck.
All right, I shall kill Hoshpak.
I am glad to hear that. Hoshpak's tent stands on a small cliff. You must have seen it before. It is not far from the path to our mine, directly in the shadow of the big mountain.
I need more information about the dragons.
A rather large swamp has developed in the last couple of days to the west of the old castle. That's rather suspicious, wouldn't you say?
I need more.
At the moment, alas, I've got nothing for you.
I'm back.
I can see that for myself. Where are the reinforcements?
Lord Hagen will come as soon as he's settled everything. Much has happened.
I don't care. I need troops. There are more and more orcs, and we can't hold out much longer. My men are tired, and we're running out of provisions.
Some volunteers have arrived.
You mean the dragon hunters outside in the yard? They may help us, but there just aren't enough of them. If Hagen doesn't send some men soon, I can't make any guarantees.
Can you give me more information about the dragons?
I have other things to worry about. My strategic officer Aura can tell you more about that.
There is a problem with the smith.
What, Smith? He's disappeared into the woodwork. Is he back? Then you can tell him.
No, I'm talking about Jan, one of the dragon hunters. He's a smith.
That's good. Our previous smith just slinked off, the coward.
Jan would be willing to take over the smithy.
I see. So you think I can trust him?
Yes.
If you're so sure, then you can vouch for him. If he causes any trouble, you'll answer for it. Agreed?
I'll vouch for Jan.
All right. He can use the smithy. Of course, he'll also have to provide my men with swords.
Garand wants Jan to take over the smithy.
If that's so, then as far as I'm concerned, he can have the smithy. Even if I do think it's a mistake to trust this Jan.
Hey!
That's nothing new. It's so worked out.
Anything new?
If you want to learn the news, then ask the knights. I'm just an imprisoned cook.
That's totally honest. That's totally honest. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Someone's got to pay for that.
Go get your hammer. There's work for you.
You did? How'd you manage that?
I had to vouch for you, so don't disappoint me.
Don't worry. I'm glad that I can work at all.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Hey! Can I buy some armor from you?
Nothing that would be better than your armor. We should forget it.
Teach me how to be a smith.
What exactly do you plan to make?
What happened in the castle?
Nothing that I've heard. Of course, I'm worried about what's happened outside the castle.
That's been known a long time.
But he knew that all along.
That's all just gossip.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion. I already know much, so problem solved.
There you are. So what is it now? Do you have anything for me to eat?
A piece of sausage?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
What about a juicy hunk of cheese?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
I could give you this ham.
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
A chunk of meat?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
A good soup would hit the spot, don't you think?
Yeah, more.
A piece of sausage?
Yeah, more.
What about a juicy hunk of cheese?
Yeah, more.
I could give you this ham.
Yeah, more.
A chunk of meat?
That's enough. With that, I'll be fine for a while. Here's my gold. I can't buy anything out here in any case, so you might as well have it. I'd better go then, before somebody sees us.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.